Oh man, this season is winding down. First off, on a personal note for myself, this, folks, is 39. Yeah, I, I'm turning 39 today. It's my birthday, and yeah, I'm one gray hair away from 40. Oh my goodness. But yeah, and of course, unfortunately, for the first time in 4 years, the Avs are not playing on my birthday. The last 3 years we did. Of course, I don't know. Of course, the last time was 2020. That was hampered by the pandemic, though. I'm trying to remember. I don't think we were going to play on my birthday that year, even if the pandemic hadn't happened. But but unfortunately, yeah. Uh, the worldwide pandemic shut everything down as it needed to, and we had to wait until what August for what would be like a wild and crazy bubble playoffs, which I really enjoyed. And but yeah, but I got my birthday gift for the Avs 2 days before when we embarrassed the Oilers. I hate that I had to wait until game 68 for us to get our first crack at McDavid, but good things come to those who wait. I am a patient man. I waited 21 years for this, so yeah. Speaking of the cup or the chase for it, like I said, it is coming down. It is coming down to the wire here. There are 32 days left in the regular season, counting today. Yeah, barely over a month. It's gonna be it's an interesting home stretch. So here are the standings. Here's what the playoff picture looks like as of now. First off, the Eastern Conference. As you can see, it's still close for the top overall spot. I think in the entire league, but now it's a three-team race in the East. The Bruins lead the entire conference, the Atlantic Division, the entire conference with 95 points. Florida's right behind with 94, and the Maple Leafs are a distant third in the Atlantic. In the Metro, the Rangers have 94, leading that division. Carolina has 90, and Philly's in a very distant third at 76. The wild card race is interesting. Right now, it's Tampa Bay with 78 and Detroit with 74 hold the wild card spots. At one point, Detroit's losing streak was so bad that the Islanders were actually ahead of them, but they've slipped back down behind two teams really. The next team, the next closest team, the first team right behind that playoff line in the East, the Washington Capitals. Who had this happening? Washington is knocking on the door. I had thought, well, Washington's not going to make it, so all Ovechkin's going to have to focus on is getting one or two goals closer to that record. But it looks like if the Caps play their cards right, they may see some playoffs this year. Who knows? Washington, the Islanders both have 73, but Washington has a game in hand. Pittsburgh's kind of moving up too. They have a legit shot. Buffalo kind of has a shot too. Both teams at 69 points and only 5 points out. That's not a lot. That can be made up like that. And the Devils are 6 points out. They have 68 points. But yeah, this is an interesting Eastern Conference race. Nobody in the East has been eliminated. The same cannot be said, however, for the West as far as eliminations. You know why I have gray hairs here, and a few here? It's because the Central Division is chaotic. It's a three-way tie. 91 points across the board in the Central Division top three. Where are we in that log jam? Well, we're in the middle of it. We're in the middle of it. It's the Jets. They're in first place. They have a game in hand over us. We're in second place because we have a game in hand over Dallas. So yeah, it's a three-way tie, and the Jets won in Columbus to get to the top of that three-way tie. Because entering Sunday's game, the Avs were in first place. But this is good. But this is good though. This is good though. The Jets' games in hand are running out, and the Avs are getting longer breaks, and Winnipeg's getting beat in some of these games. So that's why we are very close in that Central Division race. Actually, in the Western Conference race, too, because Vancouver has 92 points, still leading the West by 1 over that 3-team Central Division nugget. But they're definitely, they still should run away with the Pacific. Edmonton's in second place with 84, and the Kings are in the distant third with 79. The Kings are kind of getting back on track, even though they did lose their last game, but it's getting a little bit better for them. As for the wild card race, it's Nashville and Vegas still in the wild card positions. Right behind Vegas, the first team behind the line, St. Louis. Yeah, the Blues have been kind of on a roll. They've won their last 4 in a row, and they have 75 points right behind Vegas. Minnesota's right behind them with 74. And the Calgary Flames, who have won 6 out of 10, they kind of have an outside shot. Seattle, it's a little cut and dry, and Arizona could be pretty much screwed. But that's where it ends with Arizona, because the Ducks became the latest team to be eliminated from playoff contention when they lost to St. Louis on Sunday. So the Ducks, the Sharks, and the Blackhawks, their seasons are over. Nobody's been eliminated in the Eastern Conference. So yeah, and it's amazing. Yeah, the picture you saw that kicked off this TikTok, it lists the number of playoff appearances per franchise. It's amazing. The Avs have made it 28 times. I think that obviously includes the years as Nordiques. That's most among the WHA transplants. 28 times. Edmonton has made it 20. I think it's 25 times. The Coyotes used to be the original Jets, 20, and the Hurricanes used to be the Hartford Whalers, 18. But the thing is, the Oilers have those 5 cups, though. But yeah, so it's amazing. But yeah, 32 days left. It's going to be an amazing home stretch, and I can't wait for it. And here are some of the important games to look at. Well, there's only 2 games today, and neither one of them are really that big. Washington, Calgary, Buffalo, and Seattle, meh. Now the Avs play tomorrow. That's in St. Louis. We're trying to keep up with the Joneses, known as the Stars and the Jets. We don't play either one of those teams until April. So yeah. And Wednesday's TNT games: Toronto, Washington, Minnesota, and LA, and Dallas plays on Wednesday against Arizona. Oh dear. Oh, dear. That's not good. Vegas and Seattle Thursday on ESPN. The Avs host Columbus on Friday. And the Saturday cluster, I love the Saturday games. ABC has the Rangers and the Panthers. And on Sunday, look who's on TNT Sunday. Penguins and Avalanche, Crosby versus McKinnon. That's always good. So yeah, that's the next week. And it's amazing. After this week finishes, we'll be heading into the final week of March. And that's where, as Jim Ross often says, business picks up. So that is my recap of the week that was, and that's a look at the playoff picture. If you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe if you want more. If you're on TikTok, feel free to hit that follow button. No teams are clinched yet. If any clinch before next week, I'll congratulate them on video, and but if not, I'll be back next week with another recap. So stay tuned.